Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl at Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work.
Look in the refrigerator.
And what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Precision blocking up front, creating an open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying the left side. Discards a man. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Keller. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Lofts one high and deep. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes to Bear offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On second down, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Key. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They're going to throw it on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on fourth. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Keller. Skips away from pressure. That's it fly. And that pass intercepted.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll throw it on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Gets it out fast. And they're able to get him down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Key. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mecca.
And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back. but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just threw that one way too far.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Looking to throw, it's Keller. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
He's going to pass on second down. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Ambrose. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Keller. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's a reverse. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On second down, wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Hey, he's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Keller. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. Makes the grab over the middle. The ball squirts free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. On the ground, it's Dugan. Pulled down after a pickup of 3 balls at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Baylor 28, NC State 7.
And to open the fourth quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Keller. He's got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They want to just keep throwing it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set, first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And tackled there by the defense.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's key. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game.